We live in this home. The Joseph Kudo Show is on December the 3rd, 2019. We're talking about this whole stuff going on and on and on, and we're going to talk about. But here's our breaking news for today. The coach of the Carolina Panthers, Ron Rivera, has stepping down. As you guys know, it has been a dramatic season, 8+ seasons, and boy, I gotta say, Ron Rivera has been a coaching for 8+ seasons, have been one Super Bowl, and have been in the playoffs, and then have one Super Bowl appearance. But now it has come to the end for Coach Ron Rivera. After his team has been struggling to get to the top, they were very close or scored a touch. They were very close or scoring touchdown to tie this game out, and two conversions tie this game out. That could have been after being down 29-21 loss to the Washington Redskins. And I'm breaking news. Coach Ron Rivera have been the great coach here in the NFL. We have 32 coaches. Boy, what a tremendous career it has been for the Carolina coach Ron Rivera. After losing four games in the last seasons. But here's what has happened. They have filed the Carolina Panthers have filed Coach Ron Rivera. Is that something that has happened? It has something. It could be a sad day for the Carolina Panthers team. I gotta say, but I have said this thousands and thousands of times. They have lost 4 or 5 games last season. This season they lost 3 games, and they have lost. They have lost to New Orleans. They have lost. I don't know what team they're losing, but let's see that the Carolina Panthers have. Let's go to the Carolina Panthers thing and see what and how they lost. And for sure, this definitely ain't good for coach. It's not good for the coach to lose a game like this and lose a game like that. But I gotta say, breaking news for the day: the Carolina Panthers have fired Coach Ron Rivera. That's right, you heard the news. That was not good. Not good. But it has been a tremendous season. Job well done. Had a good time, and I hope Ron Rivera maybe will find something for the team. He will find the coach. Will get another job. Don't worry about it, Ron. So here's what they have lost. Since they beaten the Titans. Let's take a look. They have lost to the Falcons on November 17th. It was 29-3. Okay, let's go down to that. Since they lost to the Titans. And here we have just started. It all starts going down south for Carolina. They have lost to the Packers on November the 10th, 24-16. They have lost to the Falcons 29-3. That was November the 17th. On November the 24th, they had lost to the Saints. It was 34-31. And then Sunday, they lost to the Washington Redskins 29-21. Lost 4 games in the last 4 weeks. But no, well, anyway, I'm not saying, and I don't want to say this, and I'm not going to put it to the bank for this. Start December the 8th, they'll face the Falcons. Then on the 15th of December, they'll face the Seahawks. Then the Carolina Panthers face the Colts on the December 22nd. And then the 29th, they face the Panthers. They face the Saints on the 29th. So what a way not it could be they have to win 4 games to get to the playoffs, but I don't think so. But if it's gonna be hard for them for the Hudson to say the least, for sure. Uh she went to more. Okay, but anyway, let's go to the let's go to this stuff going on in this show, and we're gonna talk about Ron Rivera, and so now Ron Rivera. I mean, the people knows it. That everybody knows the way it has been. And yes, and that's not the part. That's not the part of Coach Ron Rivera. And Carolina knows it. The whole Panther fans knows it. Since Cam Newton is out in the injury, it might be done for the Carolina Panthers quarterback. Well, it's all in the past now. It's in the past. But I gotta say, well, it's in the past for sure. If we talk a look at the history, Brave the Panthers have been one Super Bowl, has been a Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowls, 2004, 2016. They had the Panthers have been 2 Super Bowl appearances. And here it is, the CBS It says the Carolina Panthers had announced the following head coach Ron Rivera. The Panthers elected to make the move coming off a disappointing 29-21 defeat at hands of the Washington Redskins Sunday. Executive coach Perry Farrell has been named the interim head coach, while offensive coordinator Robert Turner will transfer to special assistant to the head coach, and quarterbacks coach Scott Turner will serve as an offensive coordinator. I believe this is the best decision for the long-term success of our team. Owner David Turnpumper said in a statement, I have a great deal of respect for Ron and the contributions have been made to his franchise and to this community. I wish him the best. I will immediately begin the search for the next head coach of the Carolina Panthers, according to NFL's villain Tiffany Blackman. The coach, Tiffany Blackman, the coaching staff was incomplete shock that change was made today. They were amidst the preparation for their upcoming game against the Falcons and carrying on the business as usual. And now the Carolina losers of the last 4 games fell to 5-7 on the season. It was their worst. It was their worst start since going 4-8 in 2016. The franchise has dealt with injuries all season long, as quarterback Cam Newton and starting defensive lineman Colin short. That's a Paul or the injured reverse. They were unable to take advantage of a struggling Falcons team and a Saints team without Drew Brees for a period of time. A year ago, the Patriots starting out in the gate to 6-2 record for losing 7 straight games. Tampa did acknowledge that the franchise stands to hire an assistant general manager as well as a vice president of operations. So that's the team that we're taking. That's not the thing that we have been looking for. So that's for sure. Coach Ron Rivera, a 9 years with team 76 wins, 63 losses, and one draw at a time. Lead to team Super Bowl, lead team to Super Bowl 50. Carolina in midst of a 4-game losing streak. Ron Rivera had appealed Super Bowl 50 back in 2050. But look, I know the Carolina Panthers, and for sure that you never know what can happen. You never know what has been. You never know what it's going to be. And never know what it's going to start with. And I gotta get, and yeah, for sure. But this time, it just, it didn't make any time. It didn't make any no sense for. But as a Carolina coach, I had never ever seen his team losing 4 straight in the ball. They lost to Atlanta. They lost to Green Bay. They lost to New Orleans, and then a close game, and then they lost to Washington. That is continuing on. Can't win 4 games in a day, and although yeah, for sure. But coach, we have been told that coach Ron Rivera has a playoff pressure this season, and we've been told that New Orleans Saints had clinched the NFC. They are now 10-2. The AFC East, the AFC Patriots, the Patriots are now 10-2 after losing to the Houston Texans. Ravens 10-2. And now the Seahawks in the AFC, NFC, they are 10-2 now. And yes, I know things can happen that way. It didn't happen that way, but it will happen just for sure next time. So now, what the heck? The Patriots are now they're in the lead. They're the lead they're in the lead. Patriots in second. In the AFC wild card, the playoffs might be, and I'm not sure what's happening, but what has happened to this team. But whoever wins, could be the behind the Seattle Seahawks. And the Buffalo Bills, they're now 7-5. Houston Texans are 8-4. Kansas City Chiefs are now 8-4. Dallas Cowboys are now 6-6. They have to win about three more games. Vikings are now 8-4, and the Packers are now 9-3. And yeah, it's just continuing. As we just been said and done, this team is in the bus for sure. And we're all being told that the Packers are now, well, anyway, look, I'm not looking for this team right now. I'm looking for them to go away. I'm looking for them to go away. If Dallas Cowboys can't get this right, then they are in trouble. They're in trouble for now. The Cowboys are now 6-6. They lost to Buffalo Bills at Thanksgiving, and it's been frustrating with them. Very frustrated with them. But I had no problem with them. I had no problem with Des Prescott. I had no problem with Zeke Elliott. And yeah, for sure. That's concern. That's the best they have been doing all this time. All this time was a black. All this time what they talk about. All this trash talk on the Dallas Cowboys. They talk about, oh my gosh, you shouldn't be talking trash like that. If they talk trash on them. They're going to trust on you. I had no problem. There's no problem for this for sure. Yeah, and that's not. And oh, look at this. We had Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. It says Jerry Jones passing frustrations Cowboys won offense. But now, and here's what has happened. Here's where all go wrong. All of the things to criticize about the Dallas Cowboys, owner Jerry Jones has honored and a surprisingly slow ground attack. He didn't shell out $90 million for Ziegler Elliott to only rank sixth in the NFL in 127.6 laws per game. We're not quite obviously consistent talking the thing that we're on 5.3 the fan on Tuesday, and that's frustrating. Elliott is averaged the fairest attempt per game, 18.9 in his 4-year NFL tour, which had included two rushing titles and a proud Pro Bowl selections. He's also completing his worst law per game average 82.5 as a pro. Elliott tied a season low with just 12 carries in the last week's loss to the Buffalo Bills. It was his fourth straight game under 100 yards, something that hasn't happened since 2013. He was a true freshman at Ohio State, according to NFL research. But don't blame the ball carrier, not entirely anyway. Zeke has walking behind in every shuffling and injury wracking offensive line, and there have been times since in the Week 12 loss to New England that he's the best Cowboy player on the history. If they don't win 3 games, they have to win. They have to get to Chicago. They have to get to Philadelphia, and they have to go to get to. Um, they have to get to Chicago. They have to get to Philadelphia, and they're going to have to get to Washington Redskins to win that game. And for sure, and there's a petition they can win. They can win 3 straight, going to 9-6. I'm not saying that this is not looking at all to this game for sure. I'm talking about something has happened. I talk about this one, the postseason. I'm talking about the postseason. I talk about this. I'm talking about that. You don't give a what. But what do you mean? You just have to go out there. You have to win 3 games for sure. Yeah. Now here's the East, the ALC East. New England has leading in four Buffalo Bills, Patriots 10-2, Bills 9-3, Jets 4-8, and Dolphins 3-9. On the North, the Ravens 10-2, Pittsburgh 7-5, Cleveland 5-7, and then Cincinnati. Oh, they got the win last Sunday. They are now against over the Jets. They are now 1-11. Houston, and then on the South, Houston 8-4, Tennessee 7-5, Indianapolis Colts 6-6, and Jacksonville Jaguars 4-8. And then on the rest, Kansas City they are now 8-4, Oakland 6-6, Denver 4-8, and LA Chargers 8-4-8. And now we take a look at the NFC East. Dallas, yes, Dallas. They are now 6-6. Philadelphia 5-7. Washington Redskins 3-9, and the Giants are now 2-10. On the north, the Green Bay are now 9-3, Minnesota 8-4, Chicago 6-6, Detroit 3-8. And on the south, the Saints are now clinched. They will now clinch the NFC Soft. NFC Soft. They're 10-2. Tampa Bay 5-7. Carolina 5-7. And Atlanta 3-9. And on the west, Seattle 10-2. San Francisco 10-2. Wow, they're on the race now. LA 7-5 and Arizona 3-8. So now here you have the playoffs. So now look like, and then it seems like they had clinched the tower. The Saints have clinched the tower. It was not so. It was not bad for San Francisco or San Francisco or the Seattle Seahawks. Whoever win, make win and make take. Whoever continue to make it. But I gotta say, this is a whole new ball game. A whole new ball game for both teams. I got to say, this is a whole new ball game for sure. He knows that can happen. He knows it can happen for sure. It's going to happen for sure. I gotta say this for everybody for sure in this NFL game. The postseason is on January. The Super Bowl is on in late and early February. And don't forget, whoever continues, if Dallas going to pull off, if they don't win, it would be a shame to let Jason Garrett go. But they said, like you say, in this game for sure, I say there's a whole lot of this the same thing is going to happen to this team if they don't win. If they don't win this division, now we're being told, and I say it first and I say it again. Eagles are behind them. They're behind them. One win away are tied this division, and this whole stuff going on. But we didn't want to talk about it for sure. We are not going to talk about it for sure, for sure. We're not going to talk about it if it's all about this game for sure. Coach Ron Rivera of the Carolina Panthers has fouled the New England Patriots. Yes, they lost. Very happy about it. I'm very happy they have lost. And Tom Brady has got to be fair empty-handed. They can't have empty-handed, but they're going to get through that. And hopefully, for sure. And yes, it's just a ball game. It's just a ball game concern. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, they're looking very good. They are great. They were looking very good. They were great. It will be good to make it to the playoffs for the first time since. They never won the Super Bowl. They have lost 4 Super Bowl appearances, 91, 92, 93, 94 in the 90s. They have lost to the Giants, they lost to the Redskins, and they lost to the Cowboys twice. And I gotta say, this is all about the new matchup. Well, anyway, we'll find out tomorrow. We're going to second turn. This is Justin Kerr. Like me on Facebook, follow me on this YouTube thing, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock.